The Fables episode 15 opens with Fable noticing Kuro is exhausted after his mountain hike. Kuro gets a staff from Fable to make the mountain trek easier. Kuro aspires to be as great and unbeatable a hitman as Fable in the future. Then, Fable advises they take a detour after spotting a wild boar. When the two come across a snake, Fable kills it. Later, Fable promises Kuro he will transform the snake into a delicious dinner. When they get to their destination, Fable gives Kuro a small compliment for his effort. He proposes that they make this their temporary base and rest here. Fable instructs Kuro to build a cooking pit using the natural resources near their base when she leaves to get firewood. Kuro hopes he could eat something other than a snake while he's alone himself. When Fable finally shows up, he imparts some wisdom that Fable 2 taught him. He advises Kuro to give up on modern conveniences. Fable goes to gather items and comes back a little while later. Kuro is really disappointed when he consumes the roasted snake. Kuro is persuaded to eat the snake by Fable. Kuro then assists Fable in erecting his improvised tent. Kuro asks Fable about his excursions into nature. He wonders how these trips have enhanced Fable's hitman abilities. Fable himself is unsure. Fable asserts, however, that actions taken in nature may frequently be adapted to an individual's approach to city life. However, Fable is aware that most skills acquired in urban settings are insufficient to address issues related to the natural world. Fable cautions Kuro that there might be more wild boars and some wild dogs in this woodland before they go to bed. However, Fable advises Kuro to go to bed and says they'll look for more food in the morning. Kuro then investigates after hearing something late at night. After realizing it's Fable, he apologizes for frightening him. Fable claims he found a viper, which he intends to prepare and consume. Upon Kuro's awakening, Fable presents him with some bear footprints. Kuro pushes for them to go back to town, but Fable disagrees. According to Fable, he went on this excursion in order to keep his hitman edge. Fable demands that Kuro return to the base after the two of them go frog collecting. While he's gone, Kuro begs Fable to get some snakes. Kuro then finds his backpack and hat resting near to a tree. Kuro is suddenly noticed by a wild bear. Kuro pretends to be dead because he remembers Fable warning him not to back up from a bear. When Fable shows up, the bear is scared off. After returning to their hideout, the two consume some frogs and grilled insects. Fable talks about unimaginable catastrophes, his former victims, and the likelihood that the bear will return in search of Kuro's backpack. According to the Fable, they scare the bear away so it won't bother them longer. Fable then chops off a portion of Kuro's hair in order to attract a viper. Kuro claims he would torment someone else for cutting his hair in this manner. A viper is discovered by Fable under Kuro's tent. Fable exclaims with joy that they didn't actually require Kuro's hair. After that, we cut to Yoko. She arranges for her and a man known as Mr. Kawaii to meet in a pub. As the show comes to an end, Yoko is looking forward to her upcoming encounter with Mr. Kawaii. The review of the episode. We wouldn't blame anyone for referring to Fable, the bear hunter, as a tribute to the late Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, after viewing this episode. Other than that, the Fable's simplest yet most enjoyable chapter. It allows people to see how Fable functions in a natural environment. Furthermore, based on Kuro's responses to some of Fable's choices, the episode suggests that